Hi everyone, it's Lisa here at my home videotaping again today. Another one of our crafts that's offered through the Paris Bourbon County Library. We do have kits available for this one. They are first come, first serve. But let's look at what we're doing today. We're going to be making this adorable framed piece of art. It's button art. So let me go ahead and give you, and you can do any shape that you wanted to. I just found the Christmas tree was really easy to do. We're going to go ahead and give you a list of supplies, and then we're going to go ahead and get started on it. We need a frame. This does not have to be a new frame. It can be an old frame. It does not need the glass. So if you find a frame that has a broken glass in it, feel free to upcycle and use it. Otherwise, you can buy these at discount stores virtually for $1. So we need our frame. I have also buttons. I'm going to need little buttons for this one. You'll notice there's some big ones in there, and I'll move those out of the way and get to the smaller ones. These are more of a neon color. These again, there's some red in there that I could use. Also, I have some multicolored buttons here that are multi metals. We have some copper and some silver and some gold. And then other things I'm going to need obviously are my scissors to help me cut, my fabric that I'm going to need, or my background. This does not have to be fabric. It can be scrapbook paper, wrapping paper, card stock. It can be old Christmas cards. So think about what you already have in order to get the background here. And then I think that's it besides our glue gun, and we're definitely going to need our glue gun for this. I actually might need an extra stick. So the first thing I did is I disassembled my frame. And I want to make sure this is on there really good. So here's what I'm doing. I've cut my fabric to the shape of my frame backing. I'm going to actually glue all of this to this surface. And I'm going to do that by just spot gluing on the corners. Now you do not have to keep the white background that came with this, but with my black fabric, I actually wanted it to be really white behind there. And the brown kind of dulled it just a little bit. So I did go ahead and put the white image that came in here. I just turned it over and I hot glued it on there. Now I'm going to glue the corners for my fabric. I really don't want to use glue all over this because hot glue tends to bead up and that causes a bump behind it. I have also made this in a heart shape. I actually put it this direction and did pink and red buttons for heart shape, and that was really pretty. Something that you can put out in a baby's room, a little girl's room, or you can put up for the holidays, for Valentine's Day. I'm going to start with a wooden bead at the bottom, and that's going to be the base of my tree. I'll put it in the center. And there's the wooden part or the base of my tree. Now I'm going to go through here and pull out my green buttons. I've got some little tiny ones here. There's a couple of red ones. We are going to need those for the ornaments. And I can include some bigger ones as well, especially since this tree looks to appear to be a little bit bigger the way I'm going to be making it. So let's go ahead and get started. This is random gluing, literally random gluing. If you have tweezers, that helps. I do not have any here. You can overlap these to give a little bit of dimension. Place them wherever you want to. This is a great craft for kids as well. You really can't mess this up. It's a matter of just layering. Fitting in those little ones in the spots that you're missing. You're going to have a lot of these strings from your hot glue. Obviously, we want to try to go in a triangular. These buttons were ordered. I'm going to scatter these out here a little bit so I can actually put a few more, or find a few more of the green, the size that I need. Here's a good one. These make great little gifts. I think I'm going to fill in with a couple of the little ones. Put one or two at the top here. Okay, now that might be it for the tree, but let's go ahead and put some of the red to represent the ornaments on the tree. And I'm just putting those red ones right on top of the green. And I need a red one for the top. Now, I do not have to use a red one, but I think I like that red. It's very bright. Let's use that one. Now, there's our little tree. And all we simply have to do from there, clean it up just a little bit from all of the glue. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to hold it while I turn it over. should have no trouble letting, or this should have no trouble staying in place. Now, I like this, but you will notice it's off. So I'm going to take this back out and figure out what I've done wrong. I'm going to take my corner off here. And reposition that if I can. I see what's wrong. I've cut it incorrectly down through there. I'm not sure there's much I can do with this to actually make it straight again, but we are going to try. Sometimes you can manipulate fabric enough to straighten that out. Honestly, I did not see that it was so crooked. Let's try again. I am fighting with the strings from the glue gun. Now, I don't know that I helped this at all, but if nothing else, it's a lesson, especially when you're using a plaid or anything that has a stripe in it, to really follow that stripe. That is a little bit better. You can still see that it's off just a little bit on the corner here, but how cute are those? Again, both of them trees, both of them for the holidays, a really great way of using leftover buttons that you may have. Again, my word of caution is to make sure that you do cut correctly. In this case, I did not, but I do like the overall effect of the tree. This is a fun, easy craft that you can do with the children. I particularly still like this one the best. I think it's a little bit more simple, but use the buttons that you have already at home. And I hope you enjoyed this craft. If you make something, make one of our button art picture frames, then please post that to our website so that we can see it. Thank you, and keep crafting.